What up, God's people? Blessings to you all, and welcome to this episode of Truthit. And today we talking about Memories Pizza. Now it's all over the news. I know you guys heard about it already. This pizza place in Indiana. They refused to cater to a gay couple's wedding, and let me see what it says right here. Following its statements and stance on the Religious Freedom Restoration Act. So, they're using that new law that was passed as a reason why they are not going to cater the reception of this wedding due to their religious beliefs. And I just wanted to talk about that. Now, President Obama, just this past Easter, at the Easter breakfast, had this to say about Christians.
It says in the first letter of John, "Let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth." On Easter, I do reflect on the fact that as a Christian, I am supposed to love. And I have to say that sometimes when I listen to less than loving expressions by Christians, I get concerned. But that's a topic for another day.
Fair enough. God's people, I've been in many debates about this subject, and I just want to be clear because I don't want anybody to mistake me for being a certain way. So I remember I was arguing with someone, it was my mother, as a matter of fact. Hi, Mom. I remember we were arguing about this bakery in another state. I forgot where it was, what the story was exactly, but the lady wanted them to make a cake for the wedding, and the baker was like, no, because I don't believe in that type of marriage, and it's against my beliefs. And I was like, that's right on. She should that she has the right. She should be able to say no to that because she doesn't want to be a part of the ceremony. Now, as time went by and I thought about it, because my mother was like, listen, if you're a member of the public, you have to serve the whole public. What if it's someone who didn't want to serve people because they were black? And I dismissed what she was saying. I thought it was, ridiculous. And then I thought about it, these people, first of all, there's no good on either side of this particular situation with the pizza and the Religious Freedom Act. Because, everybody wants to make it seem like the LGBT are always the victims and innocents. Well, I'm going to read a tweet by someone named Jessica Dooley on Twitter who posted this after they made their statement. Who's going to Walkertown, Indiana to burn down Memories Pizza with me? Agree with Freedom Religious Bill? That's a lifestyle. They choose ignorance. So it's a lot of times when there are people who think they're doing something in the name of religion, they get attacked for it, and there's all types of attackers on both sides. So what people were doing was calling and threatening Memories Pizza. They were going to burn the place down. They were going to destroy the place, and it caused the family to actually close the doors and not serve pizza to anyone anymore. And the LGBT and other people who were against the Religious Freedom Act thought they had won the war. Like, yeah, they're out of business. This is what happens when you stand up against, what we believe in. But it actually kind of backfired because let me look here. GoFundMe, that's where they went to get help for what was going on. GoFundMe, they ended up raising $842,000. That's enough to go start a couple of pizza places someplace else, and the family unfortunately is looking to move. Now, when I first read that they got $842,000, I was like, yes, score one for the Christians, and yeah, take that LGBT, you guys can take it and stick it and ha ha ha. And then I realized that I wasn't sounding too Christian-like in my reaction to the whole situation, and not only did I have to really pray and think about that, I also discussed or I also thought about what entails their job as serving food. Now, if I, as a preacher, would marry two lesbian and gay couples, or they asked me to marry them, absolutely not, and I would invoke the Religious Freedom Act for that purpose, because that's part of a ceremony that I don't want I don't want to be, it's against really directly what I believe. But if you think about it, is serving pizza during a wedding reception, I don't know if someone can correct me, but I haven't read in the Bible where there are wedding receptions. So, I mean, it's like a man-made add-on to the wedding. It's not really the wedding. You're not really participating in the wedding, at least in my opinion. When you're serving pizza, when you're serving people afterwards, what you're doing is what you went in business to do, to serve food. So if you look at it that way, you're not really participating in the wedding or participating in anything that goes against your religious beliefs. You're making a cake, or you're serving food to people who want to eat. Now, whatever they're celebrating, whatever they're gathering for, that's on them. But you, as a person, especially in public, serving them food, that's really that I don't really believe that that's an invocation, if I'm using the right word, of violating someone's rights. Let me know what y'all think. Leave a comment below. Thumbs up if you like the video. Remember, if it doesn't agree with the Bible, I suggest you quit, and as always, to God be the glory. But first, before I leave, let's go
to the Bible.
We're going to go to Hebrews 4:13. And no creature is hidden from God, but everything is naked and exposed to the eyes of him to whom we must render an account. Truthit. Now, how that applies to what I'm talking about is I think that if God knows your heart and knows that you are doing something as a public servant and you have no intention of participating in any kind of event or any kind of entity that has anything to do with going against the word of God, then God sees that and he knows that. If you're doing serving people, and you're not trying to participate in what they're doing, then, I feel you should be clear. And, if you want to pray about it and talk to the Lord yourself, you don't have to take my word for it. We serve a God who you can just go to and pray to at all times. So I suggest you do that. That's all I got for today. Remember, I'll see you guys later. I'm out.